My name is Girija and I'm a medical student pursuing MBBS. Well, today before I begin my video, I want to share something really special with you guys, and that is a new series on my YouTube channel called The Study Talk. Well, this video is the first episode in the series of The Study Talk. And if you want to know more about what this series contains and what kind of videos are going to be uploaded in it, I have made a special video regarding the same and you can watch it over here. And it's a really short video, so please make sure that you watch it. And now let's begin with the first episode of The Study Talk about the Pomodoro technique. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if you have already heard about the Pomodoro technique because it is so popular. But in case you haven't, or even if you have, please consider watching this video till the end. And if you're wondering what is Pomodoro about, well, the word Pomodoro is not the name of any scientist, but the creator of this technique named it after a tomato because in Italian, a tomato is called Pomodoro. And if you're wondering why did he name it after a tomato, the answer to this is a kitchen timer. The creator used a kitchen timer to design this technique and he named it after the same. Timer is the key in this technique. So let's talk about what traditional Pomodoro actually is. Pomodoro is actually a 30-minute session which consists of 25 minutes of work and 5 minutes for the break. So when you start a Pomodoro session, all you have to do is start a timer for 25 minutes, work on your task, and when that timer ends, set another timer for 5 minutes, take a dedicated break, and once that ends, you can start another round of Pomodoro. Once you complete 4 Pomodoro sessions, now you can increase the time of your break, making it a 30-minute or a 20-minute break as per your choice. So this is what traditional Pomodoro looks like. Now we are going to talk about how can we make the Pomodoro technique work wonders for us and make it even more effective. For that, once you start your timer, you are going to work on your task with complete focus. But if you don't have all the things that you need, you're going to stand up, go away, get your stuff and sit back again. So that would disturb your focus. So once you want to start your Pomodoro session, get all the things that you need at one place. Once you've got all your essentials, remember that when you add all these things, remove all the things that you don't need. And that means disabling your distractions, which includes you have to keep your phone away. Or you can put it on silent mode, or you can put it on do not disturb mode or airplane mode or whatever you prefer. The second thing is you have to keep a distraction sheet with you. What is a distraction sheet? Well, if I'm studying during my Pomodoro session and I am instantly reminded of sending a text to a friend or tracking the parcel that I ordered online or something else, the distraction sheet will help me. What I'll do is I'll write all my distractions on that page whenever it comes to my mind so that once I complete that session, I can go back and use my 5-minute break to do all that tasks. Or maybe I can do it at the end of the day. But while I'm doing it, I don't want to get distracted. The distraction sheet helps you in many ways. First thing, it reminds you of whatever work you want to do while you're doing that task. Second thing is when you write it down, it somehow manages to reduce your craving to be distracted. And when you deny that distraction, it basically removes the resistance between you and your focus. So that is a really good point. The third thing that you need to remember while you are in your Pomodoro session and you want to make it more effective is use a specific timer. You can use a manual timer in the form of a clock, or you can use your phone for the same, or you can use certain apps. Well, here I would like to mention 3 apps that I use myself and I really love. Those are the original timer on the phone because it is so easy to use and you do not need internet or any other special connectivity for the same. The second app is called Tide. It's free and you can install it on the App Store. And the third app is called Saplingi, which is my personal favorite because once you enter this app and you start your timer, if you exit the app, or even lock your phone or use any other app or go through notifications, the timer is discarded. And I think this is a really good thing to stay focused. So these are the 3 apps that I use, and using these techniques will make your Pomodoro more effective. Also, when you set a timer in your mind, when you look at the clock and think like I'm going to work 25 minutes, that really doesn't help because you constantly keep looking at the clock, or your mental state is always regarding when the 25 minutes will end. Keeping a timer and setting it aside really helps you to stay more focused. So these were the tips on how to make the Pomodoro technique more effective. Moving on to the next part. The next part is how I use the Pomodoro technique. Well, it is kind of a modified Pomodoro which I use, and you can use it too. I use the Pomodoro technique to solve a problem that most of us have faced, or I think every one of us faces at some point of time, and that is burnout. Well, we all have been there in a situation where we have to study for an important exam, or we have to complete a huge assignment, or get started with a chapter that just doesn't appeal you to get started. And this is where the Pomodoro technique plays magic for me. Because then I just reduce the work timer from 25 minutes to a shorter duration like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and just get started with the task and focus for that short duration of time. I have realized that whenever I set such short timers for times when I don't feel motivated, it really increases my focus and gets me started with the task. And once I get started, I end up doing the whole thing. So setting up short timers when you don't feel motivated is one modification of the Pomodoro technique that you can do. The second modification that I do is to increase the time limit when I feel motivated, even when the timer ends. For example, I am studying and the 25-minute timer just got ended, and I feel that I am into the topic and I can still focus for some more time. I just snooze it off and I keep on increasing the work time. Sometimes I even end up increasing it for up to an hour or more, and that really is a big advantage of modifying the Pomodoro technique, because you can have a dedicated 1-hour study session as well, or even more than that, or maybe 45 minutes or more than 25 minutes. So this is how I modify the Pomodoro technique to work wonders for myself. Another thing that I do is sometimes if I feel very distracted and I just don't want to use my phone, I just switch it off and keep it aside and use Alexa to set timers for me. And that clearly helps me to improve focus, because the phone is away, I have no other distractions, and it keeps me more focused basically. And if you want to know more about how to improve your focus and enhance your concentration, you can watch this video that I made specifically on that topic. And if you have any other suggestions for me and regarding what videos I can make in the future, mention it in the comment section below. And follow me on my Instagram, which I'll mention over here and in the description box as well. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you enjoyed this video, press the like button and share it with all your friends, and don't forget to have your cup of positivity. See you soon in another video and another episode of The Study Talk.